All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Khamzat Chimaev. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, so Makhachev getting back on the proving ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away from him.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Makhachev. Makhachev is ready to engage yet again. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khamzat Chimaev. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Makhachev.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, well, he has officially taken the sport by storm. The bona fide welterweight contender, Khamzat Chimaev, undefeated, and appears to be on a trajectory to future championship greatness. How will he approach this stylistic challenge here tonight? A lot of people feel like he'll take the fight to the canvas, but as you know, he's got a lot of confidence in his hands. We'll see if he can find the power stroke early in this round.
This is a terrible position. Makhachev getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up. The ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position. Just over 3 minutes here to go, round one. Lands with the ground and pound. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. That was a slick transition.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Chimaev going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Lands the grounded pound strike here. Well, he's on his back, but he's landing.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing them upside his opponent's head over and over again.
Oh, nice straight punch there by Islam Makhachev. Nice. Nicely done. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Switch knee lands to the body.
Under a minute now to go.
Oh, big body kick.
And again, he shoots for a takedown here. Nearly got the fight to the ground, but once again, the takedown defense holds up.
But he knows this. He knows that in order to finally get the fight to the ground, he has to be patient and he's going to have to be committed. If he thought...
Oh, judo toss. Made him look easy. Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio. The ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts.
Take a deep breath and relax. This next round, we want to do the same thing. Let's get this fight back down to the ground, and then we're in your world.
All right, let's look back at some of the action in that round, DC. What a high-level display of offensive wrestling.
I mean, this is a joy for me to watch. I enjoy watching a guy maintain this level of wrestling for as long as he has done this. He is constantly in his opponent's face. He's constantly taking him down. Getting taken down and getting up is exhausting. Let's see how tired his opponent is at the start of the next round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 underway. All right, so we'll see how it goes here in this round. Previous round, it was all him just taking his opponent down really every time he entered.
Yeah, every time he got in on the leg, he was able to secure a finish. And that is the idea you want as a wrestler going into a fight. If you have to change up the technique, it's fine. It's not always going to be the very first attack. When it's the first attack, you're very happy. But most times, you got to chain things together if you want to take it.
Oh, nice judo toss for him. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Islam Makhachev.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Chimaev's going for the sub here. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. He's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
He's past the half guard.
Nicely done.
Great submission defense. Now he's got good body position, yup.
Chimaev's in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Under a minute to go in the round. Print the shirts. Ground and pound.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Let's go. Let's get busy. We got 30 seconds left in this round. Push.
He let him step over to the crucifix.
Final seconds here of round 2. Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. All right, that's the end of round number 2.
Stop. All right, take a seat. Deep breath for me. Breathe. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome. I want you to punch.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is underway. We will see if he can pick up where he left off, particularly when it comes to the ground and pound. That was vicious.
I mean, it was vicious. It was vicious. It was shades of Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Michael Johnson. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Just able to get to a great posture, control the feet, and land every single strike with vicious intent. It's hard to do that without losing your opponent. This young man has mastered. He has mastered ground and pound fighting. North-south position. Come on, crowd. Get your mind out of the gutter. Nice transition.
Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. So right now it's starting to show.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Islam Makhachev going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions.
Good work, guys. Come on.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Islam Makhachev. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Back mount now. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get effective straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad. Nice left change.
Final seconds here. Makhachev's in half guard.
In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, relax. Deep breaths for me, okay? Let's refocus. You lost that round on the ground just because you're not staying active. You're spending too much.
All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes. Volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. Not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting starts to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
You need to work on this position.
Oh.
He's having his way with him here. Thought about a joke, instead flattens him out, and now he's got a lot of options offensively, champ.
Yeah, he's got all the options available to him. Now he just has to get all that hip pressure into his opponent's back and just start raining down ground and pound.
And if you're the bottom fighter, better start intelligently defending yourself. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Oh, he reverses the position now. Nice work on the ground by Islam Makhachev.
He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Ooh, that submission looks tight. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Lands with the ground and pound here. These ground strikes are starting to add up. The ground strikes continue to pile up. All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really...
Well, he's got his back now. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Work to get back in the guard now. Move those hips.
20 seconds left.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books.
Great work last round. Keep that pace up. Wow, I'm impressed. You really broke him down with your striking. Keep that going. The inside low kick is awesome.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. All right, DC, here we go with our next round. And how about the ground and pound skills in the previous round? His opponent better make some adjustments or Mom's not going to recognize him.
You're funny. He's got no action to change this because this guy on top is so good with his pressure. He's not even controlling your body with his hands. And that's the detail that everybody's missing. He's sitting in the half guard, and his bottom half is securing his opponent. So his top half is moving. It's adjusting. He's posting his hand on his face, dropping elbows. When he's able to pull back, he's throwing his punches. There is a real intelligence in his approach to his ground and pound. And it's truly, truly great to watch. It is unbelievable to watch a guy so skilled in such an important area of fighting. Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Under 3 minutes to decide this one. Side control now.
right to the knee on belly. That was nice. Just gotta be careful here.
Makhachev's in half guard now. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Big right hook there by the champ.
Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. We've seen you go to this a couple times, no?
This is one of my favorite techniques. I got Volkan Ozdemir here, and I just landed.
Makhachev's going for a choke here. That Darce choke is tight. Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Islam Makhachev. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. 15 seconds. The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so the Chechen Swede, Khamzat Chimaev, your winner by decision. You heard it there from Bruce Buffer. More often than not, he doesn't need to hear those judges' scorecards, but a clean effort nonetheless from Chimaev tonight.
Yeah, but in these decisions, we get to see him longer. We get